इसलिए जनवरी ડોક્ટર અવનીબેન તમારી જ કોલોની હતી અવની દેસાઈ ડોક્ટર અવનીબેન દેસાઈ
Good evening, Arpit sir.
ગુડ ઇવનિંગ જગદીશ સર, મજામાં?
મજામાં સર, કેમ છો તમે?
બસ એકદમ ગુડ, ઓલ ગુડ.
વેલકમ અર્પિત સર, વેલકમ દર્શન સર.
Yes, thank you, madam.
Good evening, Arpit sir. Good evening, Darshan bhai. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Taram ji.
Good evening, very good evening, sir. Welcome to the training session.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening, Arpit.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Very good. I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, good, sir.
So happy Active Citizen Day to all of you.
Our pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hi, Son President, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hi. Very nice to see you.
Yeah, same here, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we'll be starting in a minute. I'll be putting on the Facebook Live as well. So
No issue. No
we
issue.
do that,
You
we can
take your time.
begin.
Yeah. You can inform me whenever you are ready.
Sure, definitely.
No issue.
So yes, a very good evening, everyone. We'll be live in a minute.
नमस्कार करता हूँ आपको और आपको स्वागत करता हूँ इस अद्भुत खेल में जिसका शीर्षक है कौन बनेगा करोड़पति।
I request everyone to please keep their audio on mute, and we would love if you can keep your videos on so we can see you here. So yes, a very good evening and a warm welcome to all of you. This is JCIGF Rishika Bhatnagar, President-elect JCI Surat Pride, and on behalf of JCI Baroda Alkapuri, JCI Baroda Metropolitan and JCI Surat Pride, I welcome you all on this very special day of JCI Active Citizens Day, wherein we are going to listen to a person who is an extremely renowned trainer, a person who has lived through the journey of JCI, experienced a duty, a role as an active citizen, and is here to talk to us about the same. My dear friends, we are here on Zoom and also live on Facebook on JCI Surat Pride, JCI Baroda Alkapuri and JCI Baroda Metropolitan's Facebook pages. So you can join us and share this with your friends and family to attend this special webinar with us. To begin this today's session, I would now hand over the floor to President 2021 of JCI Baroda Alkapuri, JCI Senator Kinnari Haryani, to call this meeting to order.
Thank you, Rishika. I, JCI Senator Kinnari Haryani, President, JCI Baroda Alkapuri, hereby call the webinar on Active Citizen Day hosted by JCI Baroda Alkapuri, JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JCI Surat Pride to order. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So as we know, we begin every program of JCI with the JCI values, mission and vision. I now again hand over the floor to JCI Senator Kinnari Haryani for the JCI values. I request all of you to join us for the same, in the same, yeah. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you again. JCI value. We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of the nation, that economic justice can be won by free man through free enterprise, that government should be of law rather than of man, that earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and the service to humanity is the best work of life. Mission of JCI to provide development opportunities that empower young people to create positive change. Vision of JCI to be the leading global network of young active citizens. Thank you. Over to MOC.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Friends, it is a privilege and an honor for all of us that so many dynamic leaders of the zone of JCI India are present with us for this virtual webinar that is going on the occasion of Active Citizens Day. To welcome everyone, formally, I would now again hand over the floor to co-host President JC Kinnari Haryani for the welcome address.
Thank you, Rishika again. 2010 National President, JCI India, and today's faculty, JCI Senator Santosh Kumar Sir, Zone President-elect of Zone 8, JC Darshan Marjadi Sir, President-elect, JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JC Rinkal Shah, President-elect, JCI Surat Pride, JCI HGF Rishika Bhatnagar, and followed participants. Heartiest congratulations to each one of us and every JCI member who will feel extremely proud to be part of JCI on this today's JCI Active Citizen Day. We are extremely delighted and lucky to have our PNP Santosh Kumar Sir to share his views and experience on this joyous occasion. He is one of the ace trainer of JCI and JCI India, and it will be a great delight and learn from him tonight. Let us together join this journey of learning and development, and let us all take this pride in being a JCI member. Let us rock together. Thank you. Over to Rishika.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. My dear friends, it is an honor for us to have a very dynamic personality, the future leader of Zone 8, the person who is going to be the backbone of Zone 8 for the year 2021 as our respected chief guest for the day. I now invite President-elect of JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JC Rinkal Shah, to introduce our chief guest for the evening.
Thank you, JC Rishika. To achieve quality and quantity efforts between an individuals and a team, and to work for humanity with positive gesture are the objectives of his life. Let's rise and shine is the mantra of his life. Who joined JCI Surat in 2015, Lone President in 2018. He was Joint Vice President in 2019 and Zone Director Training in 2020. He received National President Recognition Award for outstanding JCI week celebration, you organized 150 training program, introduced training program Soham, achieved awards for outstanding new member, outstanding loan officer, outstanding JC, outstanding loan president of Zone 8, outstanding ZVP of Zone 8, graduated as certified zone trainer, senior assistant professor, publisher of 32 research papers in journals of national and international repute, winner of International Scientist Award in the year 2020, appointed as government-approved Gujarat Pollution Control Board auditor. Let's welcome Krishna Marjadi's life partner, Yatharth's beloved father, JC AGF, Dr. Marjadi sir, as a chief guest to this event. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presence in this training program. Thank you so much, JC Wrinkle Shah, for the wonderful introduction. Now, moving forward, let us now get to know a person better who is going to be the lead trainer for the day and is going to give us the insights regarding what is actually active citizenship and how we can become active citizens for the future for our society. I invite the President-elect of JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JC Wrinkle Shah, to introduce our faculty for the day.
Thank you, Rishika ji. Thank you very much. Create the highest magnificent vision possible for our life because we become what we believe. The strong believer and follower of this philosophy who joined Palgat Junior Chamber as a junior JC in 1992, joined JCs in 1995, became Loan President of JCI Palgat in 2001, became Zone President of Zone 21 in 2006, became the third National President of JCI India from Kerala in 2010. He had attended 24 NetCons, 7 World Congress, 5 Asia Pacific conferences, represented JCI India as Chief Delegate at JCI Africa Middle East Conference, represented India in the United Nations Global Summit held at New York, served as JCI Skill Development Committee Chairperson of JCI Chairman, JCI India Research and Development Wing in 2018 and 2019, Director of JCI India Foundation 2020. As a trainer, he is JCI Designer, Graduate, piloted JCI India training events, conducted more than 1,800 training programs, was a faculty team member of Asian Academy 2015 and 2016, held at Singapore, won Ravi Purashkar in 2012, won the award for Outstanding Trainer by National Institute of Personnel Management in 2015. He won various outstanding zone and national awards, won the convicted World Congress Award in the category Education for Peace in 2001, Zone Kamal Patra Award in 2004. So let's welcome State Head of Global Gamer Self Services Private Limited, a life skill coach and mentor, better half of Soham and blessed with a daughter Varsha, active senior citizen, JCI Senator, Santosh Kumar. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Wrinkle ma'am. Welcome, sir. We are truly honored and blessed to have you today with us. My dear friends, it is now time to listen to a person whose words speak about his experience. Our beloved chief guest for the day, JC Dr. Darshan Marjadi. Sir, I now hand over the floor to you for your address.
Chairman of this today's Active Citizen Day training program, JCI Senator Kinnari Hadiani, co-host President JC Rishika Bhatnagar, JC Wrinkle Shah, esteemed trainer for today, respected past National President Santosh Kumar sir, past JCI Vice President, respected JC Arpit Hathi sir, current Loan President, current and past national and zone officer, JCs, JC Rate, junior JCs. Very good evening to one and all. Friends, thanks to 30 people who met before 76 years on a same day from 8 different countries in a Mexico City. And they decided on that particular day to establish and celebrate Active Citizen Day, what we are celebrating today. Friends, JCI is the only organization which is concerned for the local problem, and it try to create the active citizen. I would like to emphasize a point over here, friends, that very recently, British government, due to the less involvement of students in a politics, in a development, they have decided that they should introduce in their curriculum up to 40 years of age, up to 14 years of age, a specific course which is known as an active citizen. Friends, British government thought recently, we are the organization which is known as a JCI. We are doing this activity since long. And that's why we are believing one thing: impact, motivate, invest, connect, and collaborate. That is what JCI Active Citizen is. Sir is there to guide all of you. Sir is going to lead you. Sir is going to teach you. And sir is going to guide all of us that what exactly active citizen is and what is the meaning of these particular words. Friends, we are eager to listen to the sir. I'm not going to take much of your time. Have a great learning time. Jai Hind, Jai JC. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Your words have always been motivating for all of us. My dear friends, as sir mentioned, JCI started as an initiative to do something for the community, to develop ourselves individually, and that is what we are getting in ourselves every day in this JCI movement. Now is the time to listen to this person who is going to tell us more about that. Taking no further time for all the listeners, because everybody is so excited to listen to sir, I would now hand over the floor and invite today's trainer, past national president, a person who has inspired so many people to move ahead in their ladder in JCism. I welcome our faculty for the day, JCI Senator Santosh Kumar sir, for his remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Jesse, Rishika. Very warm good evening to all of you. It's a matter of great pleasure for me to be here, even though virtually. In Gujarat, especially, it's a flavor of Baroda mostly, because of so many reasons. The first reason being, I had my first ever national convention at Baroda in 1993. The person who chaired the national convention is celebrating his wedding anniversary today, JC Dr. Pravina. I was a junior JC then, 1993. So that is the place from where I got some ignition to go ahead in this organization. The second major attachment is that I have a very, very lovable brother who's sitting silently, even though he's a past national president and past JCI vice president, JC Arpit, who was my zone president. I can proudly say that my zone president of 2010. And I'm really amazed to see 3 ladies leading this show. Kinnari Haryali, Rishika, and Wrinkle Shah. So that's great to see all lady leaders are taking over JCI. That is very awesome. And very happy news to share with you that my daughter was inducted to JCI movement by Arpit 2 years back. And last year, she was the most outstanding new JCI member of JCI India. This year, she is the most outstanding JCI member of the zone. National convention is not yet over, I don't know. Anyway, but the most importantly, I'll say happy news for Arpit. She is becoming a long president at the age of 20 this year. So again, all woman empowerment, femi power is taking over. And hope it will be in more magnitude in 2021. Hope for the best. So, dear friends, let us move on to our topic. It's a very, very small topic. We know the importance of the day, already discussed by our beloved Zone President, Dr. Darshan Mahajani. Very happy to see you, Zone President, because before National Convention, before OTS, meeting as Zone President, even though virtually, that too of a zone, Zone 8, very, very powerful zone, who produced two National President very recently, two outstanding National President, I should say, Arpit as well as Deepak. So we are all proud of Zone 8 and Gujarat, so that you are giving very, very powerful leaders. Dear friends, as you all know, today we are celebrating Active Citizen Day. So first of all, let me wish you all a happy Active Citizen Day. So active citizens, okay, why this day is celebrated as Active Citizen Day? I can just flip through the slides, but I don't like to go through like that. So whenever I feel that I have to discuss anything with you, I will minimize my slides and I'll come back. So even though our Zone President told what is the relevance of the day, I want to know from you, at least one or two. I don't want to type in the chat box. You can speak, because we are not having much people, maximum 30 to 40. So that makes my job very, very easy and pleasant. So you can tell me, what is the importance of the day? Oh my God, my Zone Director Management, Rakesh Menon, just joined. Okay, good. So you can tell me, what is the relevance and what is the importance of the day? Anybody can speak. Not the Zone President. Zone President already told. So answer is already out. I want to hear from somebody's mouth other than the Zone President and of course Arpit. Not from them. Anybody can share.
So may I?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yes, so the JCI movement was established on this very day when 30 young citizens started a movement and jointly established a group to do something for the community and to give back to the community and develop themselves in the process.
Okay, so you feel that JCI movement started on this day, 11th of December. You feel so? Then why we are celebrating October 13th?
It was actually today. It was laid as an organization, I believe. Maybe that somewhere.
Good. Even though it is not a crime that you don't know everything while you assume the office, but you try to learn something that makes you a real leader. So I really appreciate your spirit, Rishika. So you try to speak out whatever you know. Otherwise, no problem. We can learn. This is the process. The leadership of JCI is a process of learning. My dear friends, this is the answer for that. Okay. It clearly says that on December 11, 1944, as rightly told by Rishika, 30 young active citizens from 8 countries, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, and United States, met in Mexico to sign a declaration that led to the creation of International Junior Chamber. I will be very happy if everybody mute your audio. Thank you very much for the understanding. So they met in Mexico City to sign a declaration that led to the creation of the International Junior Chamber, thus establishing JCI as an international organization, giving official origin to a unique association composed of young active citizens who followed the legacy of Henry Gissenbia, our founder, and decided to assume the responsibility to their personal and professional development, as well as the progress and well-being of their community through active participation. Sorry. So on December 11, 2012, Junior Chamber International decided to celebrate this day every year as the Day of the Active Citizen, commemorating the date of creation of JCI. So on 15th October 1930, JCI was not formed. The first version of JCI was created. But JCI, Junior Chamber International or International Junior Chamber, was formed in the current shape in 1944. That is why we are celebrating this day as an Active Citizen Day. My dear friends, right from 1944, believe me, right from 1944, JCI, Junior Chamber International, has been promoting and doing active citizenship. And of course, we want to know ourselves, we want to call ourselves as active citizens, as JCI members. So let us go to the 7 principles of active citizenship before we move on further to other things. As I told you, this is a very, very small topic, but when I was called, when I was invited by Arpit, I felt so happy because this is a very, very auspicious day, but remembered by a very few, actually very few. If you go through the WhatsApp and Facebook, very few are remembering this particular day. But this day is very, very relevant because JCI is focusing on active citizenship and JCI is envisaging each and every member of JCI to be active citizens. So let me go through the 7 principles, major principles of active citizenship, which we should carry forward in your mind, and we have to reflect all the 7 principles in our character and in our behavior to others. So my dear friends, let us go through this. Number 1, volunteer to be active in your community. Volunteer to be active in your community. Let me come back. What does it mean? Volunteering to be active in your community. What does it mean? Anybody can speak, and I want to hear from every one of you before I leave. What is called volunteering in your community? Anybody, that is not a big terminology, volunteering in your community. What does it mean? Other than Rishika, anybody can speak.
Sir, Malayalam patti.
No, Malayalam pattilla. You have to speak either Hindi or English. No Malayalam is permitted, even though there are few people from my zone and Kerala. Wrinkle, I want to hear from you. You tell me.
Yes, sir.
What is volunteering? Volunteering in community.
It means जो हम अपने आप से कुछ भी और किसी कोई फाइनेंशियल या कोई मोटो के सिवाय अगर कोई काम करते हैं, उसको ऐसे हम बोल सकते हैं कि हम वॉलंटियर मतलब अपने हिसाब से, अपने मन से और अपने जज्बे से हम काम करते हैं, तो उसको हम वॉलंटियर बोल सकते हैं.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is the point I was searching for. This is the point I was searching for. It is called initiative. Active citizens should do anything for the community, to the people around him or her, with their own initiative. It should come from yourself. That is what Wrinkle told. Wrinkle, don't worry. I can understand Hindi very well. But speaking Hindi, I can speak Hindi also. The problem is you won't understand. So you can speak in Hindi. I can understand Hindi. No problem. So good. This is what I expect. So respond. So initiative is the key point. One of the major point and one of the most important point. Volunteer to be active in your community. So whenever you feel your involvement is required in the community, you should be ready to serve the community. You should be able to volunteer the community. Volunteer your action for the community. That is the first point. Second point, follow the rules and laws. Follow the rules and laws. Rules and laws. So again, I want to hear from you in this. Follow the rules and laws. Anybody can give the answer for this. Yeah, follow the rules and laws. Second point. What does it mean? Everybody should speak. The 7th point, I want to hear from everyone. Follow the rules and laws. Okay.
Can I, sir?
Yeah, sure, Kinnari.
Yeah, follow the basic ethic rules in your services.
Yeah, can you make it a little more clear? Yeah, just unmute. Sorry.
Yeah, if I'm a JCI member, then I don't have to encourage corruption in my organization, in my surrounded people.
Lead by example, okay? Lead by example. Our creed says that government should be of laws rather than of men. Okay. Even though you are in whichever or whatever position you are into, your ability or your understanding about the creed and about the principles of JCI, that you have to follow the rules and laws. That is very important as the second point. Number 3, respect the rights of others. That is also very important. No? We have, I am from a state where people are more about their rights rather than their responsibilities. You know which is the state. That is state of Kerala. Okay, we are more aware about our rights rather than our responsibilities. But along with your rights, you have to understand, you have to know that you are as global citizen. JCI members are called as global citizens. So along with keeping our rights and working for our rights and voicing for our rights, we have to respect the rights of others. Please do understand that if I have a right for doing something, a person opposite to me, person against to me also having the right, same right as I have, irrespective of the caste, creed, color of his financial background. So respect the right of others. Number 3, respect the property of others. We are all living in a urban world. We all know that we are all, and we have a national program called Clean India Drive. Okay, so we all want to keep our property, physical property, everything neat and clean. Our property, we have to keep our property intact. Please to understand, the same right is we are having for, they are having for, the other people are having for them also. So respect the property of others. Number 5, be compassionate. I want to speak a little more about this. Be compassionate. Please do tell me, what do you mean by be compassionate? Anybody can talk. Be compassionate. What does it mean?
So may I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. That means whatever things we are doing, we have to do it with love and do it from the heart.
May I know who is speaking?
I'm CG here, sir.
CG. Okay.
From
yeah. CG is from my own home. Okay, I didn't see you. Okay.
Okay,
fine.
okay, sir.
So, dear friends, compassion. Can anybody tell me a little more clearly that what is compassion? We have heard about a word called empathy, a feeling called empathy. So, what differentiates empathy from compassion?
So in sympathy, sir, sympathy or concerned for the fellow beings and the environment and other things.
Good. See, it is more than sympathy or more than empathy, I'll say. Who's the person who spoke?
Prashanti, sir.
Oh, Prashanti. Okay. Happy to have you, Prashanti here. She's a very active participant. She's from Andhra. I'm happy to see a lot of participants from outside states. Good. So, this compassion is more than empathy, more than sympathy. A compassion is your ability to understand the feeling of others, go through the pain they are going through, and your power or your attitude to alleviate their pain. Alleviate means reduce or make the or reduce their pain. That is the meaning of compassion. So let me take you to a particular concept called Omoyari. How many of you heard about a word called Omoyari or a concept called Omoyari? You can raise your hands. No need of talking. Just show that symbol or Zoom symbol of raising hands. Anybody got any idea about this concept called Omoyari? This is a Japanese concept. Nobody. I'll go to a second page also. I'm seeing only first page. Okay, I cannot see anybody raising a hand. Okay, only one person. Badi, JC Abhishek. Okay, Abhishek, can you talk 2 words about what is Omoyari? You can unmute that.
So it means caring about others.
Only caring about others. It's good. Badi ji Abhishek Sharma. Okay.
Yes, sir.
More than only caring about others.
Caring about others means if there is any physically challenged person, how can you motivate that person? How can you move that person ahead in his life so that he can stand on his feet? He can be same respectable into the same society.
Good. I really appreciate whatever you are telling, Abhishek. Have you undergone any training on Omoyari, or from where you heard about Omoyari?
So I heard this when I was doing MBA, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. I think those who know what is JCI official courses, there was OMIARI was a JCI recommended course, and I have conducted a lot of maybe some 40-50 courses, OMIARI courses. So this course is very, very close to my heart. OMIARI is a very, very simple contest. Let me tell you, my dear friends. And OMIARI, I strongly feel that OMIARI is a culture. OMIARI is a quality. OMIARI is a feeling. Each and every active citizen, each and every JCI member should carry. OMIARI is nothing but whenever you see a person, whenever you can find a person who is in need of a help, okay, and understanding that that person is in need of help, before that person verbally asking you for help, you understand that he need or she need the help and helping them. That is called OMIARI. Am I clear? I'll tell you one incident which is very, very, very close to my heart. It is about one incident happened in Japan. Once I visited Japan 4 times, if I'm correct, for different all JCI purposes only. Once I went to an office of one of my Japanese friend. Usually Japanese people, they don't know, very few speaks good English. They speak English, it is very difficult to understand as I am speaking Hindi. Okay, so I went to his office along with him. It was morning hours. You know, Japanese are very, very prompt in timings. If you go to Japanese railway stations, this bullet train stations and all, you can see people who are tensed. If you ask those people what is the problem, they'll tell that today train is 1 minute late. We will not be bothered even the train is 1 day late in India. So it is a matter of surprise for all we people. So that is the way they carry out the timings, my dear friends. So I went to this office of this person and it was almost 8:45. 9 o'clock is the time. The office opening timing is 9 o'clock. So there was a lot of space in the parking. So he could have parked the car very, very close to the entrance because it is empty. Nobody's there. But to my surprise, this fellow took his car to the farthest point of the parking. And he parked the car and he came down to the office. So I was literally surprised and I asked him, my dear friend, why are you doing like this? You could have parked very close to the entrance. Then why, so that while going back, we can easily go. Why you park there? So he told, dear friend, we are very early, 8:45. So that I can park there, I can come by walking and we can comfortably go to office in time. There may be some of my friends in this office, maybe because of some other reasons, they will be rushing at 8:59. So they will find it very difficult to park at the farthest point and reach in time. The Japanese is very strict in time, you know. So this act I'm doing is for that unknown friend. My dear friends, this is called OMIARI. This is what we call OMIARI. So we are caring for others, even though it is human beings, animals, or others. Okay. So one of the topmost quality or principle on which each and every active citizen should believe and enact is, I feel, it is compassion. Compassion and OMIARI is almost same. So compassion is the basic foundation of OMIARI, my dear friends. So I'm not going in detail to OMIARI because OMIARI is not our topic. Take responsibility for your actions. This is very, very important. Whatever you do, it may go right or it may go wrong. At every time you can, and nobody can be right at every point of time. But a true active citizen take responsibility for his actions. Because even if you are going also, you should show the guts to see that, so to say that what I did is wrong. Take responsibility for your actions. And finally, it is very important, protect the environment. This is one of the major components in the UN SDGs also, you know, climate action. Protect the environment. It is the order of the day. So active citizen should be a person who is taking care of the environment. My dear friends, these are the 7 very, very core principles of active citizenship. Volunteer to be active in your community, follow the rules and laws, Respect the rights of others, respect the property of others, be compassionate, take responsibility for your actions, and protect the environment. Now think about someone in your community who is an active citizen. Okay, think about somebody, and you have to tell me the name of that person, and you have to tell me what makes that person an active citizen. 2 points. Think about somebody in your community, very nearby community. Don't think tell me Mahatma Gandhi and all. I know that Mahatma Gandhi is an active citizen. Okay, think about somebody in your very close community who can be called, who is deserving to be called an active citizen, and what makes that person an active citizen. This is my question, and I want to hear from 2 or 3 people. Anybody can volunteer. I need volunteers rather than I am asking somebody to say. Rishika, already unmuted. You can talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, sir, I personally believe when I saw the 7 points, I consider my father, JC AP Bhatnagar, as one of the most active citizen I've been seeing. So he follows.
He's a JCA member?
He's a past president, past loan president.
Wonderful. So you are the 2nd generation president.
Yes, I'm the 5th loan president of my family. So.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very happy to hear. Yeah.
I believe my father, he's
tell me, continue.
As an active citizen. When I see all of those, I consider my father to be one. I've seen him doing all of the activities, following the rules, being compassionate, protective, doing something for the environment always. So yes, major ticks on all of those 7.
Great. Superb. Who else? I want to hear at least from three of you. Anybody can. Anybody. I don't want to. I know that if I call somebody and ask, I'll get the answer. But I don't want to call the names. Anybody can volunteer. You can unmute and speak. You have the liberty to unmute and speak. Yeah. Nobody want to say any name you know in your nearby community. You tell me who's that person and why you call that person as an active citizen. Okay, I will not ask why you are telling or why you are calling that person as an active citizen. No cross questioning. Whatever you are telling, that is right according to me. Again, somebody is unmuted. I don't know who is that. Yeah. So shall I call somebody then? JC Chirag Shah. A very enthusiastic face I'm seeing. JC Chirag, can you tell me about one active citizen you know in your community?
Hello?
Yeah, Chirag, speak please. You can talk.
So, of course, my father, he is a teacher.
Okay.
And he is the ideal for many students, and of course for me.
Wonderful.
He guided me in all the way.
Oh, great. Happy to hear that so many participants here are taking their own father as active citizen. Wonderful. Shall I call somebody?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Alpa Sheth.
Yeah. I would like to say about my father-in-law. Okay. He is 84 and he is so active in his society. He is the most activist person, and the point you said for the environment, he fought for his land behind, which was going to be taken by vegetable vendors, but he made a very beautiful garden. Garden for all the society members, and he's very active. He's very active in every field of the society work, everything till now.
Great.
Though he's 85. So I appreciate father-in-law.
Definitely. Two of you spoke about your father, and here is a lady who consider her father-in-law as the active citizen. So I know you may be having a lot of names to say, but our time is very limited. So happy to hear what is your concept about active citizenship. But let us know something more than whatever you told. So let me show you one video. This video is very close to my heart and about a person. This person is also very close to my heart. Let's watch this video.
I finished my college here. I was working for Taj Group of Hotels, Bangalore. I saw a very old man. He was eating his own human waste for hunger. I thought, what is the purpose of my life? What am I going to do? In a star hotel, I feed all my guests, but where in my hometown, there are people who are living even without food. I quit my job and I started feeding all these people from 2002. Today morning we made ven pongal and sambar. Ven pongal is a blend of rice and dal with a lot of spices. Ven pongal and sambar was being made for the breakfast, and for the lunch we made tomato rice and sabji. We fed the homeless, mentally destitute, and the old people who are being left uncared of the society. People are suffering for food. They don't have food to eat. If you don't give them food to eat, they will die out of human hunger. I cut their hair, I give them a shave, I give them bath. For them to feel psychologically that they are also human beings. There are people to care for them. Yeah, they have a hand to hold, hope to live. Food is one part, love is another part. So the food will give them physical nutrition. The love and affection which you show will give them mental nutrition. Being a Brahmin community and an Orthodox family, there were a lot of objections. Brahmins are not supposed to touch these people, clean these people, hug these people, feed these people. Everybody has got 5.5 liters of blood. I am just a human being. For me, everybody are same. There are thousands and thousands and lakhs of people suffering. What is the ultimate purpose of life? Is to give. Start giving. See the joy of giving.
Dear friends, Arpit may be knowing this person. In 2010, when I was the national president, we all know about 10 Outstanding Young Indians Award, 10 Outstanding Young Persons, TOYP. Okay, this award is usually distributed during the national convention. And that year, we were in the process of inviting the entries from the LOMs. You know, as a national president, you will be traveling for more than 200 and 240 days across the country and even abroad for ASPAC, World Congress, all those stuff. It was the month of September. You know, there is a major festival in Kerala called Onam. It was Onam festival time. I was there at home, very strangely, one Sunday, that too one Sunday. And the leading newspaper in Kerala is Malayalam Manorama. So the Sunday supplement, I was going through the newspaper in the morning and I was going through the Sunday supplement. In the Sunday supplement, there was a full page article. The article was about this person, whom the video, the person who featured in the video, Mr. Narayanan Krishnan. There was a full-size photo in the front page with an article about that fellow. So article says about this. Why that article in that Sunday supplement was because of one reason. This person was shortlisted among the top 5 for the CNN-IBN Hero of the Award, Hero of the World Award. So Hero of the World Award is given by CNN-IBN for a person who is contributing outstandingly in the field of community development or community service. So this guy was shortlisted one among the top 5. It is a rare honor. And that too from India. So that's why this person was featured. As he was telling in his story, I'll repeat for your more understanding. Okay, it was very simple. This guy was a hotel management diploma holder working in Taj Hotels, Bangalore. So he got a offer from a hotel network in Switzerland. So he was all set to go to Switzerland. So he resigned his job and he came to his hometown, which is in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. So he was on a break in between going to Switzerland and after getting resigned from the previous hotel Taj Group. So one evening, he went for an evening walk through the streets of Madurai. Usually, the streets of Madurai, I don't know, the current situation is not that clean. So he was walking through the streets, and he saw that there was a shocking sight in front of him. A beggar was sitting in the footpath, and he was eating his own human waste because of hunger. Maybe 5 or 10 days he was not having any food at all. So he was going through a stage of madness almost. He was eating his own human waste, my dear friends. This is a fact. He told me personally. So he's shocked to see this. In his own words, if I'm quoting his own words, sir, I took that person to the nearest public tap and I washed him. And I took him to the nearest hotel. And I told him, whatever you want, you eat. I never saw a person who is eating so passionately. That is what he told me. He told, sir, that night I couldn't sleep. I'm going to a country where all my dreams can be fulfilled. But in my own hometown, people are eating their own human waste because of hunger. He told me, I decided my destiny that day. I decided I'm not going anywhere. My area of work is my own hometown. He decided that he's not going to Switzerland, and he left that idea. Very next day, he woke up with a very strong decision. He started preparing foods and he made it packets. He went to streets. Wherever he saw people who are suffering from hunger, he distributed the food packets. He continued this for many days. After a few days, a lot of like-minded people joined him, especially youth. And slowly they developed that activity under the roof of a trust, which is called Akshaya Charitable Trust. And they started feeding people 3 days, three times a day. When in 2010, when I read this article, they were feeding almost 800 people 3 times a day. So one of his friends took a video and sent to a CNN IBN contest. That's how he was shortlisted. So I was amazed to see. And I decided, even though no entry is coming also, I want to honor this person as one among the top 10 outstanding young Indians during my national presidency. So I called one of my friends who is a long president that time in Madurai and asked him, do you know this one person called Narayanan Krishnan? To my surprise, he told, no, sir. So there was no flex banners, there is no boards, nothing to promote this person. So nobody knows what he's doing. So I was in search of him. Ultimately, I could catch hold of him through a past national president, Raja Govindswamy, very senior past national president, who is a lecturer, who was a principal of a college. And Raja sir told, yes, I know this person. This guy was my student in my college. So I talked to him and I told Mr. Narayanan Krishnan, I am National President of JCI India. It is my honor to honor you as one among top 10 outstanding young Indians. With much politeness, he told, with much humbleness, he told, sir, I am not doing all these things for honor or awards. So I am doing my whatever I have to do as a human being. So please don't misunderstand me. I am not fond of awards, sir. I told, it is not for you, my dear friend. Not only for you. If at all your action can inspire at least 10 JCI members, that is my objective. Ultimately, he agreed. And my dear friends, I still remember on 27th of December 2010, at the National Convention venue, which was at the seaside of Vizag, Prashanthi may be knowing very well, at Vizag, maybe between 8:30 and 9, with my hands, I handed over one among the 10 outstanding young Indians award to this particular personality. If you ask me, which is one of the most unforgettable experience in my life, I will tell this is one of the most unforgettable experience in Santosh Kumar's life as a JCI member, not only as a national president, my dear friends. So I want to say that if at all Narayanan Krishnan is becoming an active citizen, if we can call Narayanan Krishnan as an active citizen, what makes Narayanan Krishnan as an active citizen? What are the ingredients or what are the elements which makes Narayanan Krishnan as an active citizen, and what are the elements which are going to make all of us as active citizens. If you attend JCI, there is a JCI course, very, very powerful JCI course. You have to attend sometime. It is called JCI Impact. It clearly says which are the 4 elements which creates an active citizen. I'll tell you for your information. These are the 4 elements. Okay. So this is what, which are the 4 elements or 4 factors of active citizenship. The factor number 1, it is need. As an individual, as a citizen, as a human being, as a JCI member, as a JCI officer, you should be able to understand the need of the community. How you can understand the need of the community? Let me ask you, or are we doing the projects on the basis need-based projects as JCI members? Tell me very, very frankly. I can see 3 very, very charming incoming presidents. Okay, are we doing the community projects, whatever it may be, based on the needs of the community? Tell me yes, sir. Anybody, any presidents? Wrinkle Shah, Kinnari,
yes,
or
sir.
Yes. Then how can you know what is the need of the community? How you are understanding the need of the community?
So first, normally I visited that place.
Wonderful.
And discuss with them what they are doing. And then from that discussion, I got an idea. These are their needs. Like if I went to any school, if they don't have library. So in discussion time, I ask few questions. Can I visit your library place? And if then I find like they have a limited books in their stock and they don't have like basic English book, they don't have a good novels. Then I plan a project. Now I will just give books to this school.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, Kinnari. Kinnari was telling that I personally visit and understand. JC Sarju typed in the chat box that we will understand the need through survey. Beautiful. Survey, need analysis can be done by survey also. Abhishek already raised his hand. Abhishek, you can speak.
Thank you, sir. Actually, sir, things always start with the surveys. We come to know by talking to the people within our society, within our limited area, and that's why JCI Party has always gone through certain community projects. Like 2 years back, our president at that time, JC Saima, she has done project for the sanitary pads for the for the girls, to the rural areas, right? So such projects are really very helpful to to the community, because things are not available that easily to the rural part of the rural parts. So I think by doing such surveys, we can come across with many such needs, the requirements of the communities that can be fulfilled by the organizations like us, and we can help them.
Wonderful, wonderful, Abhishek. And I want to really appreciate you. You have a very, very magnificent voice, Abhishek.
Thank you so much,
very, very captivating voice. Okay. So Prayas, we know the project Prayas was one of the beautiful projects launched by JCI India. We have to salute your own pride, JC Arpit, for taking all the lead to launch that project Prayas, which was the flagship project, outstanding flagship project of JCI India. Okay, so the survey, need analysis is the father of all these projects. Okay. Practically, maybe nowadays we are understanding the importance of need analysis while doing the projects. Many of the organizations are doing a lot of projects, community projects, without doing this need analysis. For example, one organization, they will have a meeting, they will decide we will do a medical camp. Then where we will do? There is a slum area, no? We will go and do the medical camp. Whether they require or not, we will impose our medical camp. We will take our doctors to him. We will give medicines. That's all. So doing the projects for the sake of doing the projects. Okay, there are a lot of organizations doing like that. But JCI always focus on need-based projects which are creating sustainable solutions. Okay, it is not community service. Always we focus on community development. That is why JCI is an organization which is focusing on community development, my dear friends. So one is need, understanding the need. Narayanan Krishnan understood the need on that day when he found that person who was starving in the street and eating his own human hunger. Okay, so he understood this is the need of the community. And what is the next point? Next point is engage. Okay, you have to engage people, my dear friends. After finding out the need, JCI members are not Superman or Spider-Man, so that they can do everything by our own. Okay, you should be able to engage others. Okay, one man show doesn't work in an organization, in any organization, especially in JCI. Narayanan Krishnan might have started by his own. He understood that it is an urgent need. He started by own, but very soon, very fast, he could gather a lot of youngsters of Madurai. Nowadays, I don't know, I think they are feeding more than 5,000 people nowadays after 10 years. Okay, that time it was almost 800. They were not having any funds or any contributions. They were fighting by their own. So he engaged others. So we have to engage people. Once you find out the need, we have to make understand our team members in our loam, and we have to engage them for that activity or engage them for that particular project. Need, engage. I'm not going to the slide. I will tell you the third point. Third point is action. Take action. Without action, nothing will happen. Theoretically, everything will sound good. Theory is good, no? JCI Creed sounds very good. JCI Vision to be the leading global network of young active citizens. Good. Theoretically, it is good. How to make it practical? Action is required. If you want to make JCI as the leading global network of young active citizens, we are all the young active citizens. We have to take action. We have found out the need. We engage people. Number 3 is action. Narayanan Krishnan took action. Why I shown that video is that it is a perfect example. Okay, action. So he took action. And what is the fourth thing? It is solution. Solution is it is a permanent solution. So even though Akshaya Charitable Trust started this activity, now lot of restaurants, lot of other organizations started doing it in Madurai. So that it became a habit. My LOM is organizing a project, UNSDG project Zero Hunger, called Subiksha. I don't know, your LOMs may be doing like that only. We decided last year onwards, 2019 onwards, during the birthdays, wedding anniversaries, or any occasion of celebration in anybody's home, if you are magnanimous enough, we will spend whatever we are planning to spend in an old age home or an orphanage, and we will have the lunch or dinner with them. So we are doing that project continuously for the past 2 years. My LOM JCI Palgan. So my dear friends, you have to take action. You have to find out the need. You have to engage people. You have to take action. Number 4 is, I'll show the slide. Number 4 is, you have to find the solution. Okay, action and solution. Need, engage, action, and solution, my dear friends. These 3 elements to put together makes you an active citizen. If you forget everything also in this active citizen session, you have to remember these 4 elements. Okay, as a president, these are going to be the 4 principles of you, three dynamic presidents of 2021 sitting in front of me. You have to find out the need of the community. You have to engage people. Don't do it alone. Make others involved. You engage people, take action, and find solution. This is simply called 4 elements, 4 factors, which makes each and every person an active citizen, my dear friends. From the day I started understanding, I started doing my JCI courses as a trainer from 2012. Impact, JCI Impact was a course which was an eye-opener for me. Once you understand the essence of JCI Impact, once you understand these 3 or 4 points, nothing can stop you from becoming an active citizen, real active citizen. Dear friends, I think there is not much more to speak about this. But before I wind up, I'll go through few points which are self-explanatory about active citizenship, points to ponder. Number 1, active citizenship concerns everyone. It is not the concern, not only the concern of any JCI organization. It is not only the concern of the president, secretary, or vice president. Active citizenship concerns each and every person. Number 2, we all have rights and responsibilities and shared interests, local, national, and global. The next understanding. Please to understand, everybody, me and the other people, me and you, we all have rights and responsibilities and shared interest locally, nationally, and internationally, globally. So JCI members are called as global citizens. If time permits, shall I share one more experience of mine? I think it is a worthy experience because I never prepare what should all incident to say. Whichever coming to my mind, I share that. Again, during my national presidency, that year, JCI president was from Cameroon, Africa. Very fantastic trainer. Nowadays, one of the most wanted trainer in Africa. His name is Roland Cumin. I'm very close to that person. And that time it was UN Millennium Development Goals, not Sustainable Development Goals. It was MDGs, not SDGs. And one of the UN SDGs, Millennium Development Goals, was fight against HIV, AIDS, and malaria. So JCI was totally focusing on HIV, AIDS, and malaria, and there was a campaign called Nothing But Nets to provide bed nets in African countries. I was aware about that. I was not focusing on that because it is the use of providing bed nets to Africa. So we were attending ASPAC at Singapore. Arpit was there. So during one of the sessions, the morning sessions, we had an address, very short address of the world president, JCI President Roland Cumin. And Roland was telling, he addressed for hardly 5 minutes. He started with a statement. He's not a dynamic speaker who uses a lot of his voice. He speaks very, very, very politely, very softly, but he speaks very powerfully. He started like this. My dear JCI friends, you know one thing? Every 30 seconds, one child is dying in Africa due to malaria. Can you imagine? One child is dying in every 30 seconds because of malaria. We are not able to save them as Africans. But we are requesting you, $10, one person who is contributing $10 can save the life of one child. That time, $10, the cost of one medicated bed net was $10. That time it was almost 50. That was the exchange was 50 rupees. Now it is 75 or 76 rupees. But that time it was 50 rupees. So it was so emotional, so touching that after that I thought, why we are all promoting about JCI India Foundation, all those things. This is very important. Every 30 seconds, one child is dying in a country. After coming back from Singapore, wherever I went for my visit as a national president, I was promoting. My major focus was nothing but nets. I was speaking the same language of Roland Cumin. I was speaking as emotionally as Roland Cumin. My dear friends, there is a place called Chirkunda. Maybe I think it is in Jharkhand. I'm not sure. It is near to West Bengal and all. Chirkunda. It's a very, very rural place. I was taken to that place, Zone 3, I think. That was the first time one national president was visiting. It's a very rural place. 2010, I'm telling 2010. After that, so many national presidents might have visited that place. Most of the people were businessmen. So I waited from morning till evening for the meeting. Evening meeting started. So they were very happy and thrilled to see a national president coming to their place. So I spoke in the Hindi, whatever Hindi I was knowing, and English about this. that you can save the life of one child by spending 500 rupees. So as I speak everywhere, I spoke like that only. But to my surprise, before the meeting was closed, one past president came to the stage for felicitation. After he told, "Sir, we are really moved to hear whatever you told." And he was having a bunch of notes, and just like he was holding like this, "Sir, this is the money we could collect in this short time. So please accept." They even didn't count. That was having almost they were having 25,000 rupees. They gave it to me. I think that was the biggest gift I could get as a national president. Literally, I was on the verge of crying. So, my dear friends, this is what is called compassion. Okay, even though they don't know, they don't see that child in Africa who is dying, they could understand the feeling. Then we are eligible to be called as active citizens, my dear friends. We have to feel the pain of a person who is sitting in Africa or some other country, Bangladesh or Nepal. If you can understand that feeling, and if you can do something to alleviate their pain, you are really eligible to be called as an active citizen, my dear friends. So we are having the rights and responsibilities and shared interest, local, national, and global. Strong and healthy communities welcome and value diversity in cultural expression, values, and lifestyles. So we have to belong to a strong and healthy community. So the thing we have to understand that the most important significant qualities of a healthy community is to value diversity. Don't feel that everybody should alike. Everybody should feel alike. Everybody should believe in something same. No. We belongs to a country which is called, we are having the biggest strength of India is unity in diversity. We are having diversified interest, diversified culture. So we have to value diversity in cultural expression, values, and lifestyles. So please do understand that the other person is different from me, and I have to accept him, and I have to respect him, or respect that person. So mutual respect. Now, next is openness, accountability, and trust. Three key points. Openness, accountability, and trust will help maximize participation in the democratic and decision-making process. Please bear in mind, please implement this in your loam also. Openness, accountability, and trust. And dear friends, successful society depends on partnership with citizens, civil society, unions, business, and elected representatives. And as an organization, we cannot do everything by our own. As I told you that everybody, you and me are not Superman or Spider-Man. And JCI also cannot do wonders. Why we had a partnership with NAIN, an organization called, a company called NAIN to implement Prayas. So if at all Prayas was successful because of the partnership with NAIN, we called it as NAIN Prayas. It can be with corporates, it can be with governmental organizations, it can be with the civil society, it can be with unions. But ultimately, our objective is to create more impact, more reach, to create a sustainable impact in the community through our project. So we need partnerships. So we have to find out like-minded partners from any of the segments and make our project more impactful. Active citizenship is not just for someone else. It is for each one of us, as well as government, business, media, unions, and various other organizations like JCI. So active citizenship is not only meant for JCI, please to understand. We have to propagate this message to everyone, wherever you go, wherever you get a platform to speak on behalf of JCI, please do educate them what is importance of becoming an active citizen and what is the impact you can create as an active citizen. Don't feel that active citizenship is only meant for JCI people. You have to propagate this message to everyone. It is about how we engage with each other and create together a set of shared values for a better society. So how we engaging each other and creating a better society through a shared set of values. So please find out. So whenever you go for partnership, please to ensure that they also value our values and they are ready to share our values. And my dear friends, so these are the key points you have to bear in mind when during our journey towards active citizenship. And before I sign off for the night, let us watch this video, which I feel it's a wonderful video.
This is Earth. You've lived here since the day you were born. It's your home. And in the face of the world's greatest challenges, you've surely thought to yourself, I wish that I could change the world. But the world is a pretty big place. What impact could you make? In order to make a lasting impact, you need resources, a framework, and a vast network of like-minded individuals who also want to change their communities and the world. The JCI movement has been creating lasting impact like this for over 100 years through a network of young, active citizens who are united on a journey to impact the world. So, what is an active citizen? An active citizen is an ordinary person with an extraordinary desire to create positive change. They are highly motivated and invested in improving their community and see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities. An active citizen takes responsibility by identifying local challenges, formulating targeted sustainable solutions, and taking action to create positive change. Active citizens come from all different kinds of societies and collaborate to improve the quality of life for all their fellow citizens. As communities improve, the world improves. Join the journey with us. JCI will guide you through discovery, exploration, and adventure as you gain unique skill sets through a variety of activities. You will become a bold leader, a strong communicator, a community organizer, a confident decision maker, and a provider of effective, efficient solutions. This is not a one-time charity donation or a volunteer opportunity. Your journey will create long-term impact in yourself, your community, and with JCI's global network, you can help create a sustainable impact in the world. So, yes, you can change the world, and JCI can help you do it. Be active, get involved, serve your community. Begin your journey to change the world for the better.
Yeah, friends, yes, we can change the world, and JCI is here to help you for that. And the active citizenship is not just a theory, and it is a practice. It is a culture you have to inculcate in yourself as well as in your home, as well as in the community. My dear friends, with this, let me sign off. And I take this opportunity to thank my very, very loving brother Arpit for this great opportunity, and all the three outstanding presidents of Baroda Metropolitan, Baroda Alkapuri, and Surat for giving me this wonderful opportunity on this wonderful day to address my dearest JCI members of Zone 8, as well as some of the friends who have gathered here from other zones, especially from my zone, Zone 21, as well as like Prashanti, who are from Zone 4, which is in Andhra. So once again, thank you all. Wishing you all the very best. Even though 2021 gave you a lot of insights, lot of experience which we never had in our life. Let us hope that 2021 will be great, with a lot of opportunity to serve this world as an active citizen. Thank you very much, JCI.
Thank you so much, sir. So I request everybody, if you can all switch on your videos once. So sir will be very glad to see you all, all smiling faces, because this was an amazing session, which has actually brought in that feeling of JCI, of active citizenship in all of us. Lovely. And also together we'll take a group photo with sir, because it is an opportunity, even though we are...
Definitely.
Yes.
I'd love to have it.
Yes, everybody, if you can all switch on your videos, we'll have a group photo together with sir. Lovely. Yes. Yes, I'll take a screenshot. Thank you so much, everyone. It is actually an honor to be with Sir on one single frame. So absolutely, thank you. Thank you so much, dear friends. Thank you so much, Sir, for the lovely insights for this wonderful session. And because it was live on Facebook and also we will be uploading it on YouTube, so it is going to be useful for a lot of people even later. If we want to share it with our low members to motivate them, to tell them what actually they can do by being in JCI, we can definitely share this, and Sir's guidance will help them in their future endeavors. Yes. Moving further, I would now like to invite the co-host president of JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JC Rinkal Shah, for the formal vote of thanks and adjournment of the event. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, JC Rishika. Session, sir. To sir, and once again, thank you on behalf of JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JCI Baroda Alkapuri, and JCI Surat Pride. JC Darshan Marjadi sir. Thank you, JCI Senator Arpit Hathi, past JCI Vice President and past National President. Thank you.
I believe, Rinkal ma'am, are you with us? I'm unable to hear.
Thank.
I think Rinkal is having.
Yes, there is some network. Rinkal ma'am, if you can turn off your video so the audio will be clear.
I think we lost her.
Yes,
she's still there, but maybe it may be poor network.
Right. No problem.
Just a minute.
Yes. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I start once again. Actually, I think network issue was there.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Sure.
Now it's okay. We can hear you.
Okay. I start, sir. It was really a wonderful interactive section with so many practical examples, sir. Thank you, sir, for such an informative session. It's our own great pleasure to listen you, and thank you once again for accepting our invitation on behalf of JCI Baroda Metropolitan, JCI Baroda Alkapuri, and JCI Surat Pride. Thank you. Today's chief guest, our own zone president 2020, JCHGF, Dr. Darshan Marjadi, sir. Thank you, JCI Senator, JC Arpit Hathi, past JCI Vice President and past National President, for your valuable presence, sir. Thank you all national and zone officers, galaxy of present and past presidents of Zone 8 and other zones too. All the JCI members from different zones, all the participants, non-JCI members, thank you all. Thanks once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Indeed, it was a pleasure for all of us to join this amazing webinar. Once again, on behalf of all the 3 chapters, on behalf of JCI India Zone 8, I heartily thank our faculty for the day, JCI Senator Santosh Kumar sir, for his time, for his valuable insight on this very topic. We are super glad to have you with us, and we will be looking forward to many more sessions with you, sir, in the future. Thank you so much, sir. I now hand over the floor to President JC Rinkal Shah for adjournment.
You're on mute, Rinkal.
Yes. I, JC Rinkal Shah, elect President 2021 from JCI Baroda Metropolitan, hereby adjourn this webinar on Active Citizen Day. Hereby adjourn this event.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. See you later.
Thank you.
Definitely we'll meet again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you.